Welcome. This is Felicia Slattery. I am the creator and host of Effective Communications Month Giveaway, and that's at effectivecommunicationsgiveaway.com. Please welcome today my guest, Denise Wakeman, who teaches business owners all about blogging for business. Denise, welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you, Felicia. I'm glad to be here, too, and I'm excited about participating in Effective Communication Month. I think it's a great idea. It's a great idea.
Thank you. It's communications. It might as well be a whole year. I mean, that's
your
really
whole life,
what we're
I think.
all doing. I know, right? Our whole life. I mean, that's what we're doing in business, is we're trying to just get our message out there in front of the people that we can best serve. So
that's correct.
With that in mind, would you please share with our listeners today, what is your number one best tip for business owners and entrepreneurs so that they can really effectively communicate their messages?
Well, it probably won't come as any big surprise to you, considering that I've been evangelizing blogs for your business since 2004.
Uh-huh.
So I would say that the most effective tip, most effective tool for any business owner is using a blog as the foundation of their online presence. Because when you publish content consistently, you are creating multiple paths to your virtual door. It's your virtual home on the web. It's your real estate that you own and control. And that content, which is your message, is working for you 24/7. It's indexed by the search engines so that when your ideal client uses Google or Bing or Yahoo and they're searching for a problem, they're searching for a problem. They have a problem. They're searching for a solution. If that matches up with the content that you're creating about your business, then it's a good bet that it's going to show up in that person's search results. So it's a very critical tool, and it's the way that you're building your brand, you're generating leads, generating sales. And the important thing that I really want any business owner to know is that it's you control it. You control the message that you want the world to know. There are no filters.
That's important. I like that.
Yeah.
Explain more about that. So there's no filters, you said.
Right. There's no filters like you might have on other social networking sites. So the thing to remember is that I understand that many people, like gazillions of people, are really infatuated and love being on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. And those are fantastic social networks, but those are just paths to your door. You do not own those sites. You do not control those sites, and you're subject to their terms and conditions. They can shut down. They can be bought, sold. They can shut you down. They can be hacked. And so you need to have your own virtual real estate, and that's your blog, and that's what you control. Nobody tells you what you can and cannot put on those sites. Nobody can, delete your post because, it didn't meet their terms. So, I strongly advocate using social networks, but I advocate using them as a way to bring people into your home, which is your blog. I read a great post by John Jantz of Duct Tape Marketing recently called "Facebook is not the house."
Oh, that's good.
And he's right. Your blog is your house. And then the social networks are the outposts where you meet people, where you chat. And then, if you've been successful at building a relationship with them, you're inviting them back home to your home base, your blog, where they can get to know you better, and then where you have the opportunity to invite them to a webinar or to buy your products or services or get your free report. And so I think that's the really key takeaway that I want people to get. And then finally, for a little number crunchers here, in a recent report from HubSpot.com, they revealed that businesses publishing a blog get 55% more visitors to their site than those without a blog.
Wow.
So that translates to more opportunities to demonstrate your expertise, to establish your credibility, and to communicate your transformational message and how you serve your clients and customers. So you want to have all those opportunities, and so I really can't see why you wouldn't want to have a blog for your business as a primary tool for marketing your business and communicating your message.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Denise. That is wonderful. Now, there are a number of different ways that people could get a blog if they don't already have one. What is your go-to resource for people to get a blog up and running or to use a blog? What blogging platform do you really like to use and recommend?
Well, I've used most of them. And for a long time I used TypePad, and I still have one of my primary blogs on TypePad because that's when I started in 2004. That's what was available, and I love it, and I think it's a great tool, especially for people who aren't that technically savvy. Then the other major blogging platform is WordPress. And that has a lot more bells and whistles that you can incorporate into it. And, as I said, my primary marketing tool is my blog, and I make sure that they're optimized with social sharing widgets. So those
that's good.
Yeah, they're really important because that's how you let your audience amplify your message out to their communities. So that helps you communicate your message even farther out. So I use plugins like Sexy Bookmarks, which is a fun title, fun name of a plugin, but that gives you multiple options for people to share your content how they want to share it, whether it's on Facebook or Dig or Stumble or Reddit or, there's dozens and dozens of places. So I use that. I also make sure that there's the retweet button because people recognize that little green button that it makes it really easy to retweet. Also, the Facebook like button is essential. I frequently see blogs without the Facebook like button, and Facebook is, like the number one site on the web practically. I think they've almost overtaken Google at this point. So you've got to have that Facebook like or the Facebook share button on your blog because everybody knows what it is, and Facebook is a viral tool for getting your message out. So you've got to have that. And I think it's really important to make sure that you're integrating Facebook and Twitter with your blogging because those two sites will drive a lot of traffic and engagement back to your blog site.
And that's really the key, right,
yeah.
Is that not just traffic, but the traffic and engagement. Once people are on your blog, you want to actually be communicating with them and engage them in a conversation. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. And I think that people, because they're using social sites now more than, like in 2004, before those, Twitter and Facebook existed, you had to work a lot harder to get people to engage with you and comment. But now people are used to commenting and liking and saying what they think because they've been conditioned to do it on the social sites. So I find that the people who come to my blog from those sites are more apt to leave more in-depth comments so that you can have a more meaningful conversation on your blog that's not limited to just, a few characters. So that's really important. And then I could talk about this for hours, I know. This is only for a few minutes, but one last point I want to make is that it's really, really critical to make sure you have a way for people to subscribe to get your blog updates by email. And my
rather
than
just by RSS feed, which is one
right.
way, you want to make sure that they can also get them by email.
That's right, because most people don't know or use RSS.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be by email, and there's a lot of different tools to do that. My favorite I've been using since 2005 is FeedBlitz, but there's also FeedBurner, there's MailChimp, there's Aweber. This is really critical to make sure that you have an email subscribe form. Again, when I review blogs, I often see that's missing, and that's a huge opportunity that you're missing to build a community and build that engagement and continue to communicate your message.
Excellent. Denise Wakeman, wow, a wealth of information very quickly here about blogging. And if people want to continue the conversation with you, where can they find you and your blog?
Well, the best place to find me is at denisewakeman.com, and I'm also available all the time answering questions on my Facebook page. That's facebook.com/blogsquad. And I also am active on Twitter, and my handle there is Denise Wakeman, at Denise Wakeman.
Excellent. And real quick, you have a gift that you are giving away in our Effective Communications Giveaway.com event. Would you share with people real quickly, what is that gift that you are giving away?
That is a program called the Viral Blogging System, and it's how to repurpose your content so you can leverage your time and energy. And so that's going to it talks a little bit about how to repurpose in multiple formats, so audio, video. I can't remember what the other pieces, but there's more to it. So there's a report and an audio program with that.
Wonderful. That is great. And, a couple of big buzzwords that we hear a lot about is repurposing and leveraging, but the reason we hear about them so much is because they're so good.
That's right. It helps you spread your message far and wide onto the platforms that people are using, not just where you think they should be using it, but where they actually live.
Awesome. So that's a viral blogging gift, and you can pick that gift and all of the other gifts up in our Effective Communications Giveaway event at effectivecommunicationsgiveaway.com. Thank you so much, Denise Wakeman, for being here. Thank you for listening, and be sure to listen all month throughout the month of June as I, Felicia Slattery, continue to bring you, the small home-based business owner and entrepreneur, great tools and tips about how you can effectively communicate your message. Again, this is Felicia Slattery at effectivecommunicationsgiveaway.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.